Hi everyone, welcome into today's video. My name is Kale and I'm watching Clue from 1985 for the first time. I actually watched and recorded this way back in January. It was my first Member of the Month winning movie over on my Patreon. I do not have the time to explain what that is. I will put all the information about it in the video description though if you are interested. But Clue was in a poll with Constantine, Moon, and The Quick and the Dead, and it won by only 5%. Constantine was like right up next to it. So Constantine will probably come to the channel eventually at some point, which I'm excited for. I just don't know when. I really hope you enjoy this reaction. The reaction footage is actually the first not edited by me. I have found an editor to help me out with 1 or 2 videos on the channel each month. And so this was actually his first edit. And I'm really pleased with it, so I hope you are too. And with that, before I let you get into the video, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Yeah, I'm sick. I've been sick for almost an entire week now. I got sick from the expo that I went to, and I don't regret it because I got to meet the lovely Hayden Christensen, and I also got his autograph, and he was just such a joy to meet. I really wish I had more time with him to be able to have a little bit more of a back and forth, but I don't regret it. I'm so happy that I met him. I'm so happy that I got my photo taken, but expos have a lot of people in a very small amount of space. So I got sick from someone, and it's not COVID. At least the tests keep telling me it's not COVID, but I'm pretty positive that it is COVID because the other day I lost my sense of taste and smell, and that's never happened in my entire life before. My sense of taste has come back about half, but my sense of smell is still completely gone, and it's weird. It's like, I realize that's such a minor thing, but it's so weird to go without that sense for having it your whole life. So I'm getting used to that. Yeah, the sickness just keeps lingering, and it's weird because during the day now I'm feeling pretty okay, but I sound horrible and my throat is irritated and I'm still coughing a lot. I'm crossing my fingers that I won't cough during this intro at all, but it tickles. I feel it. Anyway, so with that, the whole May schedule that I shared the other day, let's just scrap it because I have no idea when videos are going to come out. I am not willing to record anything until I don't sound like this anymore and my cough is gone, and I don't know when that's going to be. So I really do apologize for that. But now would be a good time to catch up on a lot of reactions that you haven't seen on my channel so far. And if you want even more reactions, there are so many over on my Patreon as well that you can get access to and keep yourself busy until I'm able to put out some new reactions here on the channel. And I just want to apologize for the lack of content that's been not here and that won't be coming for I don't know how long. I'm really going to try and get myself better, but at this point it's really just a waiting game because I've been pumping myself with so much medicine and other stuff, and it's pretty much just been doing nothing. So yeah, that's been fun. I'm done rambling. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the kind words that you all have said on my socials and my community tab and everything. Thank you for all your kind comments about my photo with Hayden that I posted. And yeah, please enjoy my reaction to Clue. My thoughts and review at the end of this video. I was thinking of doing it now, but I'm just going to throw in what I said as soon as the movie was done. That's in my Patreon full-length watch-along. I'll just edit that down a bit for you all. But with that, just thank you for everything, and I hope to see you guys soon. Let's press play.
Oh, this is a Paramount movie. Excellent. Excellent. Oh man, 480p. We love to see it. Oh, Christopher Lloyd's in this. And Tim Curry I just saw. I don't know that I know any other names. Oh, based upon the board game Clue. Okay. Well, that answers that question. I have a feeling that this movie is gonna make me wanna like find a video game for the PC or a mobile game to play this again. This is Tim Curry, right? He's very young. I mean, it is 1985, so. That would be your fault for not watching what you were stepping in. New England, 1954, okay. I feel like I almost need to start playing the game and start keeping track of who is in what room with what item.
You have your instructions.
Yes, he walked into shit. It's not you, it's him. Now I need to try and remember the names of all the characters. There was a colonel, right?
You are expecting Colonel.
Yes,
Colonel
it is
Mustard,
Colonel
right.
Mustard.
Mr. Green, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard. Why do I not remember any others? I feel like Mr. Green and Miss Scarlet are always the ones I remember the most.
The butler.
Is the butler a character? I don't think so.
You attend to the Colonel and give him anything he requires. Oh, Wadsworth, I was...
This is Miss Scarlet.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you want to be known.
Oh, Mrs.
as
White.
Mrs. White.
Right, I remember. Ooh, pretty. I love that everyone is checking their shoes.
Ah,
Oh gosh.
may I introduce you? Mrs. White. This is Yvette, the maid. Want a lift?
Yes, please.
You're just gonna leave your car? Is that Susan Sarandon?
Well, let me look at that.
It's Christopher Lloyd, Mr. Green. Also, Christopher Lloyd looks so different just compared to how I'm so used to
And this is
seeing
Mrs.
him.
Peacock.
Mrs. Peacock, right. Right. This looks like he'd be Mr. Green.
Oh, you must be Mr. Green. Yeah. Sit!
If that is Susan, I didn't see her name in the opening credits, but maybe I just wasn't paying
must be
attention. Doesn't look like a scary mansion at all. All these poor puppers.
What a godforsaken place.
Professor Plum.
Professor Plum, right. All right, I think this is everyone.
May I present...
This feels awkward.
dinner? I'm sorry. I'm a little accident prone.
Oh dear.
So is this for our host?
No, sir, for the seventh guest, Mr. Boddy.
So who is our host, Mr. Wadsworth?
I feel like soup is such an awkward thing to serve.
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here. I'm very intrigued.
I love her
my, this
glasses.
Afraid I'm a little bit accident prone.
Oh, watch it.
You know what? I don't think that's Susan anymore. Susan Sarandon. She looks like an actress from, if it's who I'm thinking of. The only movie I've seen her in is Pure Country with George Strait in it.
So, Miss Scarlett, does this mean that you live in Washington, too?
But does anyone here not live in Washington, D.C.?
Interesting.
Ah, good evening.
Yeah, she looks like either Susan or that other actress I'm thinking of. Like, I can't tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Mr. Boddy? Do sit down, Mr. Boddy.
Mr. Body.
It's a hoax. I suggest we all leave.
Don't get out, Basley.
Why not? It's only glass.
The music is so dramatic. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all being blackmailed. There's no harm in my revealing some details.
Interesting.
Professor Plum, his license to practice has been lifted.
Oh, how disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock?
Is everyone about to get called out right now?
I, too, am being blackmailed.
Me, too.
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for. I run a telephone service which provides gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
What's the phone number? So how did you know Colonel Mustard works in Washington?
Oh.
Why is that funny?
Okay. She definitely is from Pure Country. That's not Susan. That scene just right there where she laughed, I feel like that solidified it for me. I'll have to wait and just look at the credits.
He was found dead at home. His head had been cut off. So had his, you know.
Oh. I love that all three of them just crossed their legs at the exact same time.
I have something to say.
Yes.
I work for the State Department, and I'm a homosexual. I feel no personal shame or guilt about this.
Good, you shouldn't.
But I must keep it a secret or I will lose my job.
Well, it is the 80s after all. Or the 50s, rather. Forgot that we were in the 50s.
Just leaves Mr. Boddy.
What's your little secret?
He's the one who's blackmailing you.
Put him up.
What on earth?
Fight it all.
Blackmail depends on secrecy. All you have to do is tell the police and your troubles will be over.
You'll never tell the police.
This conversation is being tape recorded.
Oh.
The police will be here in 45 minutes. Tell them the truth, and Mr. Boddy will be behind bars.
Who can guess what's in here? Open them.
I was just thinking, are these going to be all the different items? Rope. Candlestick, rope. Was there a knife? Oh gosh, I can't remember all the items now. A pipe, right? Can't remember the name. Oh, a wrench. Pistol, right? Right.
If you denounce me to the police, you will also be exposed and humiliated. But if one of you kills Wadsworth now, no one but the seven of us will ever know. He has the key to the front door, which he said would only be opened over his dead body. I suggest we take him up on that offer.
Mr. Boddy.
He's dead.
Well, he had the pistol.
And if you didn't shoot him, who did?
Look, there's no gunshot wound. There's a bullet hole here in the wall.
Well, one of us must have killed him.
Did the butler do it? Because the butler was the one that he said to kill?
Sit down, Mrs. Had to stop her from screaming.
Oh my God.
Looks like we'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
You're alive.
You locked me up with the murder, you idiot!
So the murderer is in this room.
Where?
We are all looking at them.
Yeah, maybe it was the butler, but I don't know what item he would have killed him with, but we can't rule the butler out. Okay, so no gunshot wound. I don't know if there's a stab wound.
So you're not the butler?
If it was the wrench or the pipe, there'd be like blood. So maybe the rope?
Please sit down.
Sorry, Mr. Green.
When I said that I was Mr. Body's butler, this was both true and misleading. But it was not his untimely death this evening that brought my employment with him to an end.
When did it come to an end?
When my wife decided to end her life. He hated my wife for the same
That's
reason
motive.
he hated all of you.
He is so clumsy. Oh my gosh.
He was such a patriotic American. Why didn't he just report us to the authorities?
Make a little money out of it. What could be more American than that?
That's true.
What's your role in all this?
I was a victim too. At least my wife was. She had friends who were socialists. Well, we all make mistakes.
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
We all had the opportunity. We all had a motive.
Great.
True.
Who else is in the house? The cook!
Is the cook dead too? This is a nice kitchen. Ooh-wee. Man, imagine having a kitchen like this.
I didn't do it!
Stabbed in the hacking back. The only person that I think could have done that would have been the maid, because everyone was in the room except the maid. Or someone did it before everything happened.
It's my defense mechanism.
If I was the killer, I would kill you next. Said if.
Don't make if jokes right now, or if statements.
I've admitted nothing.
How many husbands have you had?
Just the 5. Husbands should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who had the dagger anyway? It was you, Mrs. Peacock.
But I put it down.
She also had it. It was in her hand when she turned the light on.
I suggest we take the cook's body into the study.
Oh God, this is so awkward.
Look! What? The body's gone!
Well, who's there?
Nobody. Mr. Body's body, it's gone.
The fact they just dropped her.
He couldn't have been dead.
He was. At least I thought he was.
I feel like this is a movie that I'm gonna have to rewatch to like try and notice all the little things along the way, you know?
What's this, Wadsworth?
I'm afraid those are the negatives.
What sort of pictures are they? They are my pictures, and I like them back. Let me see.
Nobody can get into that position.
Let me show you.
No.
Mr. Body, dead again.
What on earth?
Fall into my arms.
You've got blood on your hands.
I didn't do it. He's got new injuries. Well, he's certainly dead now.
Are we sure?
We're trying to find out who killed him, where, and with what. I'm shouting, I'm shouting.
Oh gosh. This is funny.
We still have all these weapons. Let's put them all in this cupboard.
What are you doing with the key?
Put it in my pocket. Well, to keep it safe, obviously. If I've got it, I know I'm safe.
We don't know that we are.
We'll throw it away. Good idea.
Good idea.
Wonderful.
Oh, hello. Who this?
My car broke down out here, and I was wondering if I could use your phone.
Just a moment, please.
This guy's like, what is going on? Why?
Would you care to come in?
Where is it?
What, the body?
What body?
But there's nobody. There's nobody in the study.
No.
When you've finished your call, perhaps you'll be good enough to wait here.
Do we get to listen to this phone call? I kind of hope so. All right, well, the thing is, anyone can use any weapon. Like, he's correct, so.
Sorry you ever started this.
Where's Colonel Mustard right now?
Well, I could use
Oh,
a
there
drink.
he is.
Oh, so could I.
Anybody else want a whiskey?
Yeah.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking there is nobody else in this house?
No.
Then there is someone else.
Sorry, I said no, meaning yes.
No meaning yes? No, there is? Or no, there isn't?
Yes.
That's such a Canadian thing.
We split up and search the house. Pairs? Yes. Whichever one of us is left with a killer might get killed.
But the other half of the pair would be dead.
This is war, Peacock. Casualties are inevitable.
Oh my gosh.
The two shortest together.
Butler sneaky. If I saw that right, which I think I did. Look how long that one is. Oh my god. And that one. Oh.
Priscilla.
This girl's in the billiard room again.
They're kind of eyeing each other up.
Do you want to go up in front of me?
Mr. Green, come on.
All right.
Are you going?
Ladies first.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what are you afraid of? A fate?
Just go down together.
Are you going in there?
Yes, are you?
Yes. I don't see any light switches in there.
Well, neither do I, but there must be.
Shouldn't the butler know this house very well and have been in like every single room?
Ladies first.
No thanks.
They just made that so complicated for no reason. Or when are you gonna go?
I'll be right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
Yeah, go together. He just slipped and fell. It's fine.
Nobody here.
It's behind one of those curtains.
You look. I'll search the kitchen.
We have our first split up. Oh, I don't like that movement. Oh, interesting. Oh, look at these. Okay, maybe the guy who came in to use the phone is gonna be like a bigger part of this. This guy.
I'm in this big house, and I've been locked into the lounge. The funny thing is, one of them is my old boss from...
I love how I was just like, oh, this guy's gonna have such a much bigger role in this than we thought originally. Now he's dead. And he was killed by who? He was killed in the lounge with a wrench. You didn't see that. Maybe it was Colonel Mustard because he left her briefly and then came back. But it could have been anyone, theoretically.
Looks like a secret passage. I'll go first. I've had a good life.
Oh my God!
Great.
Let us in! Let us in! Let us out!
Let us in, let us in, let us out, let us out.
We're doing our best!
They're shooting at us!
This is so chaotic.
I've been shot. I've been shot!
Come out!
Why are you shooting that thing at us? You know you could have killed us! I could have been killed!
Careful! Oh
I
no!
can't take any more scares.
Okay, that was close. I thought he was gonna die.
But look! Which one of you did it?
We found him! There's a secret passageway from the conservatory.
It's not the same gun, but it was locked.
It was unlocked.
Unlocked?
How did you know it was unlocked? I didn't. It was open already. A likely story.
Her face.
I'm going to open it. I have nothing to hide. I didn't do it.
Mr. Green keeps like yelling about his innocence. So maybe all of this was him.
Did the driver come in here for any help by any chance?
No.
Well, actually, yes.
There seemed to be some kind of disagreement.
No.
Yes.
Can I come in and use your phone?
Of course you may, sir. Oh, would you be kind enough to wait in the library?
Is this guy gonna die too? I hope not, but maybe.
Don't I know you from someplace? You all seem to be very anxious about something.
Is he gonna see the gun under the chandelier?
Please help yourself to a drink, if you'd like.
Can't lock a policeman in the fucking... Oh my gosh.
We should have told him.
Okay, don't talk loud. He'll be able to hear you. Is there gonna be a secret passageway out of this? Maybe.
Hello? Maybe the cop answered it.
Get me out of here! I'll book you for false arrest and murder!
What do you mean? Murder.
I just said it so you would open the door. What's going on around here? And why are you receiving phone calls from J. Edgar Hoover, the head of the Federal Bureau?
He's on everybody else's. Why shouldn't he be on mine? Excuse me.
What's going on here?
We're having a party.
Mind if I look around?
You can show him around, Mr. Green.
Fine. I'll show you the dining room. Officer, I don't think you should go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all...
You're not gonna be able to stop him. Oh my god. There's still blood on his head. This is... That is so bad.
Excuse me. This man's drunk. Dead drunk.
Head right.
You're not gonna drive home, are you?
He won't be driving home, officer. I promise you that.
No.
Somebody will give him a lift, huh?
Incredible.
You're too late. I've seen it all.
You have? I can explain everything.
You don't have to.
I don't?
This is America. It's a free country.
I didn't know it was that free.
Don't say anything more. He's so confused.
Why did you lock him in again?
Only 15.
15 minutes, oh my gosh. But I think that policeman came for a different reason, because he saw the car on the side of the road, right? Whereas like the other police are coming, they were already on their way. Well, maybe it is one and the same, I don't know. Oh, gosh.
Oh, look. I wonder where this one goes.
Well, let's find out.
Right, the game always has 2 shortcuts, doesn't it? It's been so long since I played Clue. I've honestly forgotten a lot of the rules, actually. Wow, this is fancy. Man, homes nowadays need to be built with more of these, like, shortcuts. They're so fun. If one day I ever have the means to be able to custom build a home. No. Did I finish my sentence? If I ever have the means to be able to custom build a home.
Recognize you. They must
Wait.
have, and not just my face.
There's something funny going on around here. I don't know what it is.
Okay. No.
Hello? Hello?
I am your singing.
No.
What's this?
What on earth? Okay. Whenever I have the means to custom build a home, I'm gonna build like secret rooms or a shortcut somewhere. I just think that'd be so fun. I love the idea of having a small reading room or a small room like that that's cleverly hidden. I've seen lots of TikTok videos when people have done that. They're all just like, okay, well, what else is new? Also, guys, open the front door. No, 3. You gotta open the front door too.
Neither of them shot. Thought I heard a gun.
So did I.
Murder must have run out.
Well,
3 murders.
6 altogether.
This is getting serious.
it's actually a lot of murders to happen in like the span of like half an hour. Maybe. Okay, so there's 7 of them. We've had 6 murders.
And furthermore, I'm going to tell you how it was all done. Follow me. At the start of the evening, Yvette was here by herself, waiting to offer you all a glass. I was in the hall. Then I hurried across to the kitchen.
And the cook was in here, alive. And then the doorbell rang, and it was you. Yes. And I ran across the hall to the library. And then Yvette met you and smiled and poured you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And was Mrs. White looking pale and tragic. And I took her coat and hung it up.
The way he's running around in the music.
And Mr. Body went to get his surprise packages from the hall. Mr. Body switched out the lights. Ah! Oh, no. Mr. Body lay on the floor, apparently dead. Why was he bashed on the head a few minutes later with a candlestick if he was dead already? Why was Mr. Body pretending to be dead? His scheme had misfired, and the gunshot was intended to kill him, not me. The bullet grazed his ear. But remember what happened next. But one of us wasn't here. No.
No?
No.
Do you know?
I do.
While we stood here, one of us could have stayed in the study, picked up the dagger, run down the hall, and stabbed the cook.
How could he risk it?
This secret passage. And the murderer ran back down the secret passage to the study.
That's where it comes out?
Yes!
Cannot handle this explanation. So good.
This house belongs to a friend of mine I've known all along. The cook and Yvette were his accomplices. I see. I know, because I was Mr. Body's butler. The cook had worked for one of you. You recognized Yvette, didn't you? Don't deny it.
I'm not denying anything.
Another denial.
My husband had an affair with her, but I didn't care. Jealous.
But where and when was Mr. Body killed?
Look, Mr. Body was on the floor, pretending to be dead. One of us knows he's alive. And we realized there was only one other person in the house.
Okay. Why is he going the other way?
Well, where is he?
Oh, right.
By now, she was dead. We laid her down with our back.
Every time I think he died.
The murderer was in the secret passage. Mr. Body been on the floor. He jumped out.
Poor Mr. Green.
The murderer came out of the secret panel. The murderer crept up behind him.
Will you stop that? So who wasn't there the entire time in the kitchen?
Whoever it was is the murderer.
I thought everyone was there. I thought I was paying close enough attention to who was in what room at any given point, but there was that one moment where I thought Colonel Mustard wasn't with the rest of them.
Yeah? What about that motorist? What kind of information did he have?
He was my driver during the war.
And what was he holding over you?
He knew that I was a war profiteer. I stole essential Air Force radio parts, and I sold them. That is how I made all my money.
Oh my gosh.
But that does not make me a murderer.
Cop was from Washington. He was on my payroll. I bribed him once a week. Body found out
Oh, shit.
somehow.
And the singing telegram girl?
She was my patient once.
Oh,
I had an affair
dear.
with her.
Oh, dear.
That's how I lost my license. Mr. Body found out too.
Heck.
Well, let's put her in the study with the others.
Yes, let's. Oh, no.
So, now you all know why they died.
How did the murderer know about them all?
Yeah.
First, the murderer needed to get the weapon. He stole the key from my pocket and hurried to the study.
Where's the envelope now?
Gone.
It was burned.
In the fire. Only possible
Yep.
place. Aha!
That would have been burned. That would have been done.
Then we found the secret passage from the conservatory to the lounge.
So we ran to the open cupboard, got the gun, and shot the door open.
Good evening. Repent. Armageddon is almost upon us.
I got news for you. It's already here.
And the murderer switched off the electricity.
Oh, my God.
Not
Turn
again.
on the light!
None of us killed Mr. Body or the cook.
So who did?
Yvette.
That!
Well, when did she kill Mr. Body?
We all ran to the kitchen to see the cook. Yvette checked that Mr. Body was dead. He got up. So she hit him on the head with a candlestick and dragged him to the toilet.
Why did she do it?
She was acting under orders.
Who?
It was her employer, Miss Garnett. You switched off the electricity. You got the lead pipe and the rope, strangled Yvette, killed the cop, picked up the gun, recognized the singing telegram, and shot her.
Brilliantly worked out, Wadsworth.
Why did you do it?
My business is secrets. Yvette found them out for me.
Well,
And
heck.
I'm gonna sell my secrets, your secrets.
I don't think I suspected Miss Scarlet at all.
I'm afraid your moment has come.
There are no more bullets left in that gun. There was one shot at Mr. Body in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
That's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Shut up! There's 1 bullet left in this gun and...
Yeah, I think it was only one shot for the chandelier, right?
Where's the chief?
Ah, Wadsworth.
Well done.
I did warn you, my dear.
There are no bullets left in this gun, you see? Plus 2. Plus 1.
Oh. And here I thought it was going to land on him, like I did the first time. Oh, that's how it could have happened. But how about...
You murdered them all. And the cook used to be your cook. Mrs. Peacock did it all.
There's no proof.
Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Very well. What do you propose to do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Mr. Green in the back.
But the police will be here any minute. What happens then? Nobody's called them.
Doesn't she need him? Because she got picked up by Professor Plum?
I told you I didn't do it.
Oh, Mrs. Peacock.
Take her away.
Wadsworth, we got her.
Like the Manties, we always get our man.
Mrs. Peacock was a man?
What the heck? No! Oh my gosh. My confusion is through the roof, but I love it.
Professor Plum, you knew that Mr. Body was still alive.
I won't lie, this almost feels like Knives Out. More like Knives Out feels like Clue.
Colonel Mustard,
You took the key to the weapons cupboard out of my pocket.
This is, yeah. Yeah. Everyone is involved in some way.
Yes, I did it.
so it must have been Mr. Green who shot the singing telegram. But I didn't do it. Whoever's got the gun shot
Is
the girl.
Mr. Green really gonna come out of this being the only one that didn't do anything?
You're Mr. Body. The police will be here any minute.
Why should the police come? Nobody's called them. So why shouldn't we get away with it? We'll stack the bodies in the cellar, lock it, and forget that any of this ever happened.
And you'll just go on blackmailing us all.
Why not?
Green had his own gun on him this whole time?
Very good.
Are you a cop?
FBI. I told you I didn't do it. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Body, I did, in the hall, with the revolver. Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Okay. Oh man. That was fun. Leslie Ann Warren, yep. Yep. Knew it. That's Susan, Pure Country. But she does look a lot like Susan Sarandon. She absolutely does. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep. Leslie Ann Warren totally looks like .com, Susan Sarandon. No fucking wonder. I thought they look very similar. I never realized it until now, just how alike they look. Because I definitely thought that was Susan at first. And then it just, Took a bit of time, but then I figured it out. So anyway, we're all good. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for that watch long. This movie was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. Definitely, Dylan had told me that it was a comedy, so I definitely expected that going in. For it to not be a serious movie, and that certainly delivered on the non-serious level. The way that Tim Curry acted especially was just amazing to me. I thought that he was so funny at times, especially this last, like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, where we were like running through all these explanations. The way that he was just like narrating how the evening had happened and like running from room to room, I just thought it was great. So that was really good. I kind of guessed like maybe everyone has a role in this because it was after the 6th murder and there were 7 people. So then that's kind of when I had a hunch like, well, maybe everyone killed someone. And then the 7th person was just, yeah, the whole Mr. Green being part of the FBI, that I wasn't expecting at all. There was such a big part of me that was convinced that he wasn't, like, because he kept saying like, I haven't done anything, I'm innocent, and I believed that. So for that twist at the end, I wasn't expecting that. That was really fun. And yeah, I thought that everyone did a really great job. The people that stand out most to me, well, the real Mr. Body, Tim Curry's character, I loved him. And then Miss Scarlett, Leslie, I thought she did really great. And then I really enjoyed Christopher Lloyd as Professor Plum. I thought he did a good job. It's so interesting because this movie came out around the same time as Back to the Future, no? So to see, I know him so well from Back to the Future, so to see him in a movie like this where he's got like his real hair, and at least I think it's his real hair. It looked like it was his real hair, but yeah, just, I don't know. It was good to see him in a role like this. That was great. But yeah, those three to me stand out the most out of all the characters here. The house that they filmed in, like the set design, I thought was really cool. But that was always my favorite part about Clue, was just like all the different rooms in the house and like the secret passageways and stuff. So I just wasn't expecting all these like other side characters, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna turn the board game into the movie, you do have to add in a bunch of other stuff to it, right? So other characters that got killed, all of these little like intricacies with like the blackmailing and stuff, I just thought was really fun. Because I think, God, it's been so long since I've actually played Clue. I swear, I'm gonna like go find a game now, a Clue game to play. That's how I'll spend the rest of the day. But I'm looking forward to that. So, and then the music was really fun. The music certainly added to the storytelling. It was very, what's the word to describe it? I don't know if I can think of the word, but the music really added to the suspense and just the overall story that we were going through. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. That was a good time. I don't know that I have anything else left to say, but all I'll say again is thank you for voting for this. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I feel like I didn't talk that much, but I don't know. This was one of those movies where like I was trying to pay attention to like who was in the room, who had what item, you know, all this different stuff. And I think once people started splitting up, and then we didn't see everybody on screen all at the same time, then I think I kind of in my head was like, okay, well, I have no idea what anyone else is doing, so I don't think I can really follow along. But yeah, this is good. This is very good. So thank you for voting for it. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please let me know in the comments on Patreon what you think of this movie, what your favorite part is. Let me know fun facts, that kind of stuff. And yeah, looking forward to reading all your comments, and we will see you in the next reaction video. Take care, everyone.